Imagine sailing into the Arctic in search of glory. The maps are incomplete, the seas are frozen, and beyond the horizon lies a route nobody has successfully conquered. Now imagine that every person on the expedition disappears. Every sailor, every officer, every captain. Gone. For years, nobody knows what happened. Then the first clues begin to appear, and they reveal a story far darker than anyone expected. Welcome to Night Archive. In 1845, the British Empire launched one of the most ambitious expeditions in history. Its goal was to discover and navigate the Northwest Passage, a sea route connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through the Arctic. Leading the mission was Sir John Franklin, a respected Royal Navy officer. Two ships were chosen, HMS Erebus and HMS Terror. Together they carried 129 men. The vessels were among the most advanced of their time. They carried engines, large food supplies, and enough provisions to survive for years. Many believe success was inevitable. The expedition departed England in May 1845. Several ships reported seeing Franklin's vessels later that summer near Greenland. Then the expedition disappeared completely. Years passed with no communication. No survivors returned. No ships arrived home. Concern began to grow. Eventually, Britain launched multiple search expeditions. The Arctic was scoured for clues, but the ice revealed almost nothing. Then, in 1854, a Scottish explorer named John Rae received shocking information from Inuit communities. According to local accounts, a group of starving white men had been seen years earlier. The report suggested the expedition had become trapped in the ice. The men had abandoned their ships and attempted to travel south on foot. Most disturbing of all were claims that some survivors had resorted to cannibalism. Victorian Britain refused to believe it. Many considered the accusation an insult to British sailors, but evidence continued to emerge. In 1859, another search party discovered a written note left behind by expedition members. The message revealed that both ships had become trapped in ice for years. Sir John Franklin had died, the crews had abandoned the vessels, and the remaining survivors were attempting a desperate escape across the frozen wilderness. It was a death sentence. The Arctic is one of the harshest environments on Earth. Freezing temperatures, endless ice, isolation, hunger. The men had little chance. Over the following decades, investigators discovered graves, bones, personal belongings, and evidence that confirmed many of the Inuit accounts. Some skeletal remains showed signs of cut marks associated with survival cannibalism. The reality was becoming clear. The expedition had not simply vanished. It had slowly collapsed. But many questions remained unanswered. Exactly what caused the disaster? Some researchers believe lead poisoning from food cans weakened the crew, others blame disease, malnutrition, or poor decision-making. Many factors likely contributed to the tragedy, yet one mystery remained unsolved. What happened to the ships themselves? For more than 150 years, nobody knew where Erebus and Terror had ended their journey. Then came an astonishing discovery. In 2014, Canadian researchers located the wreck of HMS Erebus beneath Arctic waters. 2 years later, HMS Terror was found remarkably well preserved. The ships had finally been discovered. But even today, many details remain unknown. What happened during those final months? How long did the survivors endure? What conversations took place as hope disappeared? And what truly happened aboard the ships before they were abandoned forever? The Franklin expedition remains one of history's greatest exploration mysteries. 129 men entered the Arctic. Not one returned. Their ships vanished. Their leaders died. And their fate became one of the most haunting stories ever recorded. More than 125 years later, the Arctic still guards many of its secrets. And somewhere beneath the ice and darkness, the final chapter of the Franklin expedition may still be waiting to be discovered.